My mom was both a revolutionary and a nurturer. She taught me and my sisters to know our worth, grow our own food, and move through this world without ever dimming our light. My name is Timiza Sanyika, and I am the Senior Director of Digital on TV Department, as well as a Digital Video Production Department. My mother was she had a lot of skills, so I think of her in the garden, growing vegetables. I see her, she knew how to loom rugs. I just see her doing all these different things, all her different talents. So that's what first comes to mind when I think of her. She started out being a revolutionary as a youngster, right? She was in high school in the 60s. She went to John C. Fremont High School here in Los Angeles, and she organized a boycott because there was not enough Black and brown representation in the textbooks. My mother and father were very intentional when they decided to have children and decided to raise us the way they raised us. They were very intentional in making sure that they raised very strong Black people who understood where they came from, that your history and who you were did not start in bondage in America. I had the duality of like, we gonna make sure you guys are raised little revolutionary soldiers, right? So self-defense and education and knowledge, right? But also you can learn how to grow your food and learn how to sew and learn how to do all these other things that my mother instilled in us or gave us those lessons. So I never walked into places feeling like I was less than. It doesn't cross my mind now. Like I don't go into places thinking like I don't belong. In the face of adversity, release any forms of resentment and just shine on your spirit, your energy, shine on regardless of what is happening. You know what I'm saying? You don't let that stuff in, you don't internalize it, right? Because if you internalize, you hold on to it, then you get resentful. And that resentful can turn to anger, and anger can manifest in your body, which then creates disease. So don't hold on to all those things. We got brought everywhere, basically, right? We go to the community meeting, and I'm taking you to the community garden to pick these vegetables, or, she started her own health food magazine called The Nurturer, right? So I remember, her making this thing herself, right? Then taking it to the printers and having it printed out and selling, you know what I'm saying? So I just remember the balance of you gotta be in the outside world, meaning you live in this society, so you have to have a job and you have to work, but you also creating these things that is gonna help the community. My mother used to bake. She used to sell pies and muffins and all kinds of stuff like that, and I do that. I have a dessert company, and I make cakes, cookies, pies. I can make them in vegan and sugar-free, whichever way. I have won awards for baking, so that is something that I have in common with her. She instilled in terms of health and wellness, nutrition, and that is something that I carry with me, and everybody who knows me will know they will get a little jewel of something about how to make sure you maintain your health and stay healthy and all of that I'm very grateful for, that I carry with me, that comes from her. She just passed, so she's in my thoughts all the time. Grief is an interesting journey because no one ever really talks about it. No one talks about what you'll feel, how you'll feel, you know what I'm saying? How it goes up and down. One day you may feel okay, then the other day you'll feel, you know what I'm saying? And then my mother passed in a very kind of not traumatic, but I was talking to her all day that day, and then someone calls you an hour after you spoke to them, telling them that this person is no longer here. It's very surreal. Thank you for being my mom. Thank you for instilling all of the things that you instilled. And and then growing up, we didn't always see eye to eye, right? But just thank you for being intentional and raising me and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? They took raising some kids very seriously. And it's a big deal.